Hello everybody and welcome back to 7 Days to Die, day 6. We are just 2 days away from the Horde night, and in essence we've pretty much got the Horde base complete. We've got good coverage of the ground floor in all areas. We just need to do this a little outer layer here, and obviously whether or not you want to place an actual barrier to stop you from coming off, which we probably will do because I'm terrible at it, but I might actually make it 3 wide, but I'm going to just do it 2 wide for now. And then I'm going to anti-vulture this base, because one thing I haven't had to deal with is vultures pecking through blocks, and an answer to that will come up. However, before I do that, there's just one more thing I want to comment on. As you can see, stood here, I am in direct sunlight and I am overheating. If I move to underneath these blocks here, so say I'm working here, there you go. It classes me as not being in direct sunlight. So even though you can still see through them, you are in cover. The same thing happens when it rains or anything like that. So just bear that in mind, that these bars actually do a multitude of things. Not only are you able to shoot through them, see through them, but the sun also doesn't get you and you're stopping yourself from sweltering. So my anti-vulture device, or anti-vulture section of the base should I say, basically going to be an extension on what we've already done. If I just balancing on the edge here, if I just place this here like so. Now, as is, this is great to shoot the zombies on the outside. However, if I rotate this around like so, then I actually do another one up. I'm going to need a block, so you just place a block down like so. And then 3. And then if I then rotate this around again, now if you try placing it there, it's not going to do it for you. As you can see, it's rotating. But if you place it like so, you've now got coverage down there. Now the only problem is this is facing, for me, facing the wrong way, because the rest of them are facing lengthways, and these are widthways, however way you want to say it. One's one direction, one's the other direction, different ways. However, I'm going to ignore that fact. Oh, I am going to ignore that fact because I didn't support it. Let's try that again. Go. Let's get it copied. I've got it the same direction. There we go. We're going to place it so. Go. Come on. Just squeeze you in there. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to break this section off here. Now we only did this on one side because realistically, if you've got vultures, you're not usually going to have many of them. It just gives you somewhere to run to if you do have any problems. Let's go ahead and support this time. Not having it collapsing on us. That'll give us some good support that way. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to place a block outer ways. There we go. We'll upgrade that one, so then it's easy for me to upgrade from here. 1, 2. That should be enough, I think. Like so. And then if I rotate this around now, like so. And then if I get my blocks out again. Now what you can do is you could just put a block here like so. Okay, so that's not going to support that. That's not a problem. That will support that, however. Slight adjustment to the plan. Let's see if you're going to behave yourself now. I'm going to make it go the right way this time so I don't upset anybody directionally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It works! Excellent. Anti-vulture! You can step inside this, and you can kill them. You can place them, you know, you can place them on the outer sides if you want, but I'm not going to bother because I might do. I'll have a look. I'll think about that. Let's go ahead and just copy rotation for here. So what we can do, if we hopefully it won't collapse on us. We place the rest of them here. Should support itself just fine. Seems to be doing. Oh, I've fallen off. Fine, I can do side. 2. Make sure it doesn't collapse that way. There we go. Oh, well, that's going. Go. So we've got some bad weather moving in. Really bad weather moving. While we're out here doing this, we can actually upgrade these. We're actually out on bars. More wood bars. Can we grab it? No, we can only do 35 more. We won't be able to upgrade the lot of corners, but at least we can get the bars in. And when you run out, just remember to copy rotation. I don't know why it does it when it runs out, but it does. Resets everything. You can just go ahead and reset it because I went too fast. Or it went too slow, should I say. Doesn't help you put the bars in the wrong place. Now what I would suggest, and we'll go in a little different direction, is we can place down some more oak seeds. And you'll notice the Hightower's died yet again, and also I died a couple of times as well. I completely forgot, absolutely completely forgot about the mines underneath the trees. Decided to mine a tree and blew myself up. And then I went diagonally across and didn't realise I was in yet another minefield and died a second time. So thankfully didn't lose anything, but it's all good. You know, things happen. Gonna place these trees down. Mines are really, really hard to see, so just if you get anyone near them, just avoid the areas if you can. They are so hard. They're underneath trees and all sorts. I literally just went to like cut a tree down. Next thing I knew, I was dead. And I actually managed to cut half the tree down as well. The delay on it was ridiculous. And I'm presuming Hightower might be having some problems with the mines as well. However, thankfully it didn't cause too much disruption for us. However, we need to get rid of them blocks because they're annoying. Right, we do need some more wood. Got only 11 bars. Let's go ahead and grab some more wood. I'm just going to cut it here. Now this episode might be slightly shorter because I've done a little bit of work beforehand, and obviously because I died, it took me a little bit longer than expected. And also because I'm about to cut down loads of trees and I don't want you guys to end up watching me cut down loads of trees. So I'm just going to cut it here for a second and we're going to come right back when we've got some of the trees cut. And welcome back everybody. And as you can see, we've now got pretty much the majority of the base complete. Bars are in. The only thing I need to do now is the ground floor, which we've got an entire day and a half to do really. Just want to cover a couple of things. I did place some side plates on this and some side plates here as well. So we've now got a little cage area like this. So this will do us absolutely fine for vultures. I did place the sidebars on. Now, there's a couple of things I want to mention about this. If you notice the area at which I can try and place blocks, I can place right up against that because these are on the outside. They're in that block there basically. And the reason for that being is because you can place one there, and then you can place one on the inside, here above the block I'm on about, and you get a tight corner. You don't get a gap missing. If you place them all along here, that block there takes up that corner. Then you've got a gap. Same for here. I've done it here, but I'll show you what I mean here. So if you instead did it this way, you rotate this around. So say you did one corner. One corner that way, and then you wanted to do the other corner there. There's no way of doing it like so, or both internally. See, won't let you do it. You're going to end up with this gap here, which is not ideal because you can just fall down. Bird nest. May need some more feathers, so I might chop that down in a minute, but I'll just leave that as it. So to alleviate that, I just go ahead and make some more wooden bars. So let's make 60 more wooden bars. So to alleviate that, what I've done is, oh, that's the wrong thing. I want to go. Break this off here. And this is all about aesthetics as well. I don't want a big hole in the corners. Obviously, in the previous design, I had to do a different thing, and then I worked it out afterwards. I was just annoyed that I've not worked it out in the first place. So, internals are on this side. So if we go ahead and place, it's facing up. So let's put it on back on standard. So if I just go like so and copy rotation, and then go ahead and work its way around. You just come back onto standard rotation. Oh, it hasn't. There we go. If I go ahead and place my blocks here like so on the inside, I can go all the way along, and it's going to connect nicely to the corners like so. To get the other side, as mentioned, if you drop off here like so, then just place it against that there, and then rotate it around, and now you can place them on there. And all you do is just look at the next block along, and you can do it from above at this stage now if you want to. But if you're still on the ground, you can carry on doing it on the ground. We've got another couple of hours yet, so we're absolutely fine just sitting down here and placing our frames on like so. Oh, I did that last time. Let's do that. Oh, I wonder if it's because it's not got the internal thing. Ah, okay, that's fine. We can rectify that. What I'll actually do, we'll make a little slight adjustment, and I'll just go ahead and place 5 blocks here like so. I haven't realised, and that's my fault, is there's no support for the outer section because on this side it connects to the box that we've got here. So we can either do the same again, we can place a box there and we can have it connect to it, or we could just go ahead and flip it around. Just go ahead and place this one. Like so. Rotate it around like so. And since this one already connects, we'll just let it connect. Perfect. So to get across that, we could either, as I say, we could either put some blocks here. As a matter of fact, I am actually going to place the blocks here, because what that's going to do is going to support that top section. It's still high enough that the zombies can't attack it. This is a little bit lower at the front, but we shouldn't have a problem, I don't think. It's still going to hold the side sections up anyway. The only thing we're going to lose is a side rail, but we'll notice that going if it does go. We'll upgrade the blocks. Go. Now hopefully if I then connect this properly, placing up top. So the reason why these are, so it doesn't really matter about the shape. We go ahead and rotate this around like, oh, it was right. As a matter of fact, what we can do, I'm going to leave it anyway because it shows it some support, but we can just do that. And you can't actually notice. Now what we could potentially do is you could double it up if you wanted to. Oh, I just messed that one up. That holds that, and you can't really tell anything, really. Only if you looked at it close, you can see the crossover. But that will support each other, so you've got like a little bit of crossover support. Yeah, that's fine, that. I'm happy with that. A little bit of strength, a little bit of support, it's all good. There we go, and that's now maintained by that. We've now completed our top layer. Well, all I'm going to do now on day 7 is, what we're going to do is we're going to go out in the morning, see if we can gather any more resources in the area. Now, obviously there's 2 of us here, so it's a little bit harder because obviously Hightower is in the buildings as well, getting a lot of the stuff, so we're struggling. So we might need to go a little bit further out to look for some resources. However, we may find some stuff still, so we'll have a look at some of the area we haven't been. With Hightower being here, he's probably cleared most of that, so we might have a risk around this area here. But the point is we've got time now. We've got absolutely loads of time. This base will do a Horde night, but to be feeling better about it, I will more than likely upgrade the walls. And when I say upgrade the walls, all I will upgrade now is literally that section there. Like so. All the way around. Not going to bother with these bits here at all. I will do the pillars for the main section. Like so. But that is all I'm going to do. Do these. I may as well do these now because I'm already on it. It's all about just getting that little extra support. Just a bit of peace of mind, that's all. Just means it takes them a little bit longer to break through, so I've got more time to shoot them. Because obviously I'm using a bow and arrow as well. I haven't got as much time. But realistically, they're more than likely never going to be able to break this down on the first night anyway, as is. So, I am very happy. I'm very happy with how it looks. We've got our little storage here with some stuff. We obviously need some more food, which I've already commented on. We've got a couple of eggs here. We'll probably actually get away with making a couple of eggs. 1, 2, 5. Do we have water on us? We may not have any water. Take the empty jars with us. Does look like we have no water. Now obviously when you make the eggs you lose the jars, so that's a little bit of a pain when you make eggs. That's why I don't really like doing it. But needs must and all that. We'll go ahead and we'll just put the eggs away. Okay, so that is it for this episode. As I said, next episode we'll concentrate on getting ourselves prepped, ready to go for the next one. I will also cover, as I've mentioned, anything to do with little bits of extras that you can do, because obviously I want to try and cover that. If you have got more time, if you've managed to do this base a lot quicker. But if you're struggling for time and you've only got to this stage here, don't panic, it will hold. You don't need the bars either. You can have just literally have these ramps here all the way around, and you can shoot through the gaps. Absolutely fine. Cannot get the bars, don't worry about it. But this has all been done on vanilla timings, apart from the slight shorter night and longer day. It's the only difference. But the only reason why I've done that is because obviously I've stopped and talked about, I spent an entire night talking about the skills and perks. You wouldn't have to do that. You also don't have to explain yourself about what you're doing and altering bit things and stuff like that. You've got a lot better chance of getting this done a lot sooner, which is why we'll talk about little extra things you can do to make your night a little bit easier. We will use some traps, but they're mainly traps that are going to slow the zombies down from blowing your base up. I'll explain that all more on the next episode, and hopefully we'll be ready to go for the day 7 Horde night. Thank you very much for joining me for this. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series so far. Let me know in the comment section if you've got any ideas, suggestions, comments, questions, anything whatsoever. Let me know. And again, as always, hit the Discord in the description. Talk to us. If you've got any direct questions, I come back to you and let you know personally. Myself or others will help you as well. And also join us on the community server if you want to have that bit of fun. But until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.